This store went from zero to $70,000 in just 2 months, and then it died quickly. Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes, show you the product, the store, everything, and exactly what went wrong. We're going to talk about that, so you can avoid making the same mistakes. And this is one of those stores that I think every e-com entrepreneur needs to hear. Because sometimes you find a product, you scale it a little crazy and a little too hard, and you think you hit the jackpot, of course, but then it hits, reality hits. So let's dive into what really happened with this store, okay? First, you can see the numbers here, so we don't talk any bullshit, of course. It's 633,000 Swedish crowns, and that's about $65,000, and it's all done in 3 months, 2 months, actually. So, what happened to the store? Yeah, it had a very explosive start. I tested the product like I always do with like $100 on Meta for a broad campaign for 3 days. And on the second day, the store did like 600, and then I upped the budget quickly, and we went to 1,000 in sales, and I was totally hyped, of course. But then I got that email from Shopify that you always get. 20% of my revenue was being held for 120 days. That's 4 months without touching a fifth of my cash flow. At scale, that's a killer. So I had to take money from my personal funds, of course, to keep the ads running, and which I eventually, of course, got back. But it's some things that most people don't talk about, and that happens a lot with new stores and with dropshipping. The second problem I had was that I had one ad, one hero ad. Most of the scale came from a single ad, a voiceover ad that was doing like 5-6 ROAS, which is insane. I tried making similar ads, and none performed like the original. Looking back, I was relying a little bit too heavy on one creative. Then the third thing, the disapproval begins. Then ads starting getting disapproved. Not the end of the world, but it slowed down the testing, new creatives and scaling process I had. And it's also not a good sign when things start to get disapproved. Then, number 4, the complaints. About 6 weeks in, customers' complaints started rolling in. People saying the product didn't work as promised. I ordered it itself. It was okay, but maybe not as good as I'd hyped it. I talked to my agent and we rebranded it to make it feel more premium, and then we kept pushing. And I will show you the product. Not only talking, we need to show the product. The product was this and this. You got this. So it was a leather cream. And I will also show you the website soon, of course. After we rebranded it, I kept pushing. And I kept pushing the ad that really got good ROAS. Then one day, total silence. From constant ka-ching, 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 to nothing for 4 to 5 hours. I checked the store, everything looked fine. I tried to check out. Klarna was gone. Turns out Klarna had shut me down. In Sweden, where this store was selling, you basically need a buy now, pay later option. I tried going directly to Klarna, and I tried other payment providers, and all said no. I think it was much depending on the product. I don't know why, but they didn't like it. Then we did the last push. I even opened a new Shopify store targeting the UK and Germany just to sell off the inventory I have bought through my agent. I sold it, but by then I didn't believe in the product anymore like that. I can show you the other store, of course. It did like 7,000 or something like that for the last 2 months. So I just sold off the inventory I had. But then comments on ads were getting worse. People were disliking. You see a a flow of bad things coming, and I was like, okay, we have pushed it to the limit, I think. And then I saw everywhere that competitions were running my exact ad everywhere. So I was like, let's drop it. That's dropshipping. Sometimes you ride a trend, it scales fast, and it ends just as fast. If everything had worked out good, I would have built a brand around it. Of course, that's always my preference and how I work. But here is a little bit what I should have done differently. I would have tested more creatives. I would before scaling. I would have quality tested the product more thoroughly, and should been more prepared for payment processors issues before they happen. Now I'm really prepared. I have like 3-4 options directly to put in place on my Shopify store if something happens. And most importantly, I shouldn't have scaled quickly before I had backups in place. That's the key takeaway from this. You need to find a great agent you can trust. If you want mine, DM me on Instagram. And if you're ready to start your own store, you can use my link to Shopify for you. I think you get it $1 a month or €1 a month for 3 months. So check it out. It's in the description. And I will also show you the store, of course. The store was looking like this when it was in English, but it looked exactly the same in Swedish and Germany. So, and I was using the shrine theme. And I had a good offer. It was buy 2, get 3. Plus the free brush, of course. So that's the story about this product who made me around $70,000 and a lot of headache. But it was a fun ride, and see you in the next video.